Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Brian. This is Martisek Adventures, and we are coming to you today from Splashway Campground and Water Park in Sheridan, Texas. Let's get going, take a look around, and let me tell you what we thought of this place. Alright guys, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Brian and this is Martisek Adventures. We are super excited to have you here with us. We're a family channel that is all about the cool stuff that we do together, and part of that is telling you about how we recently bought a 2020 Prowler 250BH travel trailer and that how we've been traveling around this summer with it. We've been visiting a lot of different parks and campgrounds throughout the state of Texas. We have plans to keep going through the fall and the winter, and so if you want to know about the different parks and campgrounds that we've been to, make sure you hit subscribe so you can find out more about those as well. So like I said, we are at Splashway Water Park in Sheridan, Texas. It's also a campground, and what I want to do today is tell you more about the campground side than about the water park. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about the water park, and you can find all kinds of information online about that. It's a great place. I'll touch on it just briefly, but so you know, this video is primarily about the campground side. So Splashway is about 90 minutes west of Houston, or about 130 miles, which is about 2 hours east of San Antonio. It's easily a trip to do on a Friday afternoon if you're a weekend warrior getting out just for a weekend away. It's totally a doable place. It's about 25 minutes from Columbus, Texas, or about 20 minutes from Hallettsville, Texas. So if you're coming from either of those directions, those are going to be your closest major towns if you need a Walmart, an H-E-B, big grocery store, something like that. Now Sheridan does have a Dollar General, and it actually is a pretty well-stocked store. So if you need something, you can probably find it there and make it through your short camping weekend. But if you're looking for a specific product like a Walmart or H-E-B would have, you've got to go about 20 minutes either way to get to one of those. So we stayed here for Labor Day weekend, and we came in on a Friday evening and are leaving on a Monday afternoon. We're going to tell you a little bit about this trip and about some of the other trips we've had here before, because this is one of our favorite places to camp in the state, and honestly, we've been here many times. We've just never really done a review video, and so I'm going to be sharing some information about those trips as well as this one. So our site was $65 for a site in section E, as in elephant. We were staying there because we really enjoy the trees that it offers, and it's typically a little quieter of a site or a side of the campground. It is the furthest from the water park for sure, and that was okay with us. We knew we would drive into the water park, or drive into the parking lot and then walk into the water park, which was not a problem for us. However, what we didn't realize is that there is a music venue not far from the Splashway property that does concerts on Fridays and Saturday nights, not every weekend, but on a lot of weekends. And this particular weekend, being a holiday weekend, they had some pretty loud music, and it was going pretty late, and let me just say, it was pretty rocking. I'm not gonna lie, the music was good. I didn't have a problem with the music quality, but it was just really loud. I mean, when we were laying in our camper at midnight trying to go to bed, you could definitely hear and feel the vibration of the bass, and it was a good ways off from us, but it is something you just might want to be aware of if you're looking in section E, especially on a major weekend. Just take that into consideration and know that that might be something to be concerned about. Other than that, section E is absolutely awesome. There's tons of trees. The facilities are newer because it's the newest section, and it's just a really nice, quiet little spot. There are 5 sections in total at Splashway: A, B, C, D, and E. Sections A and C typically are the most popular and most frequently booked spots because they are the back-end shaded spots closest to the water park. They are super popular, super crowded, and frankly, that's just not where we want to stay. We have stayed in sections C and D, D and B, boy and dog, because they don't have as many trees, but they allow for pull-through access. So if you have a rig that you're not really comfortable backing, B or D would be good for you. There's very few trees. There are some, but there's very few large trees in that area, and so you do have to rely more on your awning to provide shade for you and your family. One of the perks of having that is that you can have that pull through allows you to have Jack and Jill style setup. If you're coming with another family, you can pull so that you're door to door. We really like that. We've done that in the past and really enjoyed it. So just something to take into consideration. Obviously, you can't do that when you're in a back end site. So, all right, so let's talk about some of the other amenities here on site. Obviously, there's a water park. It's great. It's really big. It's a true water park. It's not just a pool with slides, but it does have water rides, roller coaster type, a water coaster type ride, has some big drop slides and things like that. It's got a really nice lazy river, a beach front entry pool, as well as a wave pool. So super cool. If you're into water parks, it's a great family-friendly option. It does have a family-friendly vibe when you come here, and we really like it because of that. The music they play is clean. You don't have to worry about anything really super inappropriate being played over the loudspeaker. So that's something that's really nice to take into consideration. Tickets are about $45 for a daily ticket. You can get a season pass for $109, I believe is the price typically. That will get you discounts on food, merchandise, as well as campsite reservations if you're going to be camping at Splashway. Other than that, they also run tons of specials. If you come in the late afternoon and you're only here for a half day, they have discounted tickets. They have special tickets for teachers, fire, EMS, first responders, military. They do all kinds of appreciation type discounts. So make sure you check with them about what kind of discounts they might have available. Other than the water park, there is still a ton to do here because we love to camp here even in the off season when the water park isn't open. They have a pond that has fishing as well as paddleboards and canoes and things like that. They have a big giant chessboard that you can walk out on and move the pieces around. They've got volleyball, sand volleyball, basketball, they have tetherball, they have a couple different playgrounds for the kids. They have a really, really nice sized dog park that actually has trees in it, so you're not having to stand out in just a big open field. You can get some shade when you're out there with your dog. They also have cabins and tent sites available, as well as what they call, I can't remember, they're like group barracks. It's like a group cabin that holds 20 people. And so those are available. I think they're like $450 a night or something like that. But if you have a large family reunion you're gonna be doing, that's another option that's really cool that a lot of other campgrounds don't offer. So tents, totally okay to have your tent next to your camper. Another one of the nice things about Splashway is that you can bring your golf cart or your side-by-side or your, whatever your ATV might be. They do have some restrictions on what is offered as allowed, but it does seem to be kind of relaxed, and I don't know if that's because this is the holiday weekend or the end of the season, or if that's just kind of how it always is. We don't personally own anything, so we've never tried bringing it, but we do have friends who have a golf cart. They bring it out every time. If you want to use a golf cart, they do have them available for rent as well. One of the other really great things that we love about Splashway is the Hideout. And so the Hideout is their on-site restaurant. The food has always been very good when we come here. The staff is always very friendly, and honestly, the prices are very reasonable. One of the things we love about coming to Splashway is we can roll in on a Friday after work, throw the camper up or throw it out, put everything together, get set up, and not have to cook, but just go straight over to the Hideout and eat. We really, really enjoy that because it just makes a very easy transition into a fun weekend getaway. Now, I will say that can be seasonal. They don't keep the same hours during the winter and spring months that they do during the summer, but that is something that you should definitely check out and see if it's available when you're coming to Splashway, because it is a really nice feature to have. They also do live music on Friday and Saturdays, oftentimes during the summer and into the fall. The other thing about Splashway, and this isn't necessarily an amenity, it's just something about the campground that we really enjoy, is that they do a lot of community type events. They do all kinds of decorating contests. They do parades through the campground at 8 o'clock at night. They will do cooking contests. They'll have chili cook-off or barbecue cook-off or whatever. You submit your food and they judge it, and they'll give away prizes to the campers who have the winning submissions. They also do really cool, like at New Year's, they do a fireworks show. For Halloween weekend, all the weekends in October, they do Hallow Weekends, where they have different Halloween themed events, and they're during the fall. In November, they do fall festival type things with lots of little games for the kids, carnival atmosphere type stuff. So really, really cool. They have lots to offer during those times. Definitely encourage you to check it out. In terms of the cons about this place, I really couldn't come up with very many. I mean, it's a very, very short list. And at the top of that list is the noise from the surrounding property, the music venue. And that really only applies if you're in Section E and it's a Friday night when there is live music. That's just something that you got to know. And it's a very small window of time where all of those things collide, but when it's there, it can be annoying. I'm just going to be honest, it's something to be aware of. So if that would bother you, just don't stay in Section E, or just bring earplugs or a really loud air conditioner, because our air conditioner is really loud on our trailer and it did help drown out some of the low end bass. So that was really nice. The other negative, or the con, that we found simply is ants. And that's not something that's specific to this campsite. It's just in general, especially during the summer in Texas. And so, you know, there's not a lot you can do about it. You can put out your ant poison, your ant bait, whatever, and that may help some. But otherwise, just know that there are going to be ants and just be prepared, because you're in South Texas and that's kind of how it rolls. So anyways, these are our thoughts. Overall, we really, really love coming to Splashway. It's a great campground. It's a great water park. They're two separate entities. You have to pay for both, but they're absolutely worth it. So if you guys are looking for a place to go that's within about 2 hours of San Antonio or Houston, I would highly encourage you to check it out. I will say it is a pretty popular place. It is not uncommon for a weekend here to pack out and sell out. I know that as I've talked to different people in online and in real life settings, Splashway is a place that comes up a lot in discussion as people's favorite place to camp, because of all that is offered for their kids and all that they can do and how easy it is to access. So if you've never been here, you should definitely check it out. And just know coming in that there are going to be a lot of people who absolutely love it here. And if you need information, you can find that online. Go into almost any of the Facebook groups about Texas RV camping or anything like that. And if you ask about Splashway, I guarantee you will find someone who has an opinion and can help you with that information. So anyways, I hope you guys had a really great Labor Day weekend. I hope you had just as much fun camping as we did. But for now, I'm gonna let you guys get back to it. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll have another video coming up in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. We may throw an extra surprise trip in there that you or we don't know about yet, you know, just kind of a last minute impromptu thing. But until then, I hope you guys stay safe, keep yourselves healthy, and we'll catch you next time. See you guys.